Good day and welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for Aries, for your Sun, your Moon, your Venus and your Rising for the last week of July 2022. So remember, as always, Aries, just take what resonates with you. And if any part of this reading doesn't mean anything to you, you just don't feel it, then that's actually quite okay, because then it's not meant for you. Rather look at your Moon or your rising signs. So those of you that this reading does resonate with, please remember to subscribe to my channel. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting me. This is coming all the way from Pretoria, South Africa. Okay, first oracle card that you can see coming up here is Walking Away. You've got Storm Warning and you've got Caring Connections. Underneath Walking Away, you've got the Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, and you have the Chariot. Okay, let's put all of this here. Underneath Storm Warning, you've got Six of Cups reversed. You've got 10 of Pentacles. You've got the Nine of Wands. Underneath Caring Connections, you've got Three of Swords. You have got Five of Pentacles, and you have got Justice, Libra energy. You've got the Chariot, Cancer energy. So you may or may not have these people in your space, but you could be dealing with them. It could be a part of your chart as well, but just an awareness to what these cards represent as well. So we see some of you may be wanting to walk away from a situation that hasn't been serving you. Some of you could be having forewarning about a situation coming up in a love relationship. There could be some problems in your romantic relationship. And the reason why I say romantic, because for me, Caring Connections is generally a one-on-one relationship. It's not about a group, it's about a person. So what I'm seeing here could be some of you could be going through something with regards to your personal relationship. So there's obviously some kind of issues that are arising. And it must be noted, when we talk relationships, it's not necessarily a lover. We're talking about friends, we're talking about siblings, we're talking about our personal relationships. You could have a very close bond with a friend, because also that understanding of a soulmate. Soulmates are not necessarily lovers. Soulmates could be very good friends, could even be siblings. You guys just so fit together. A soulmate relationship is not a sexual relationship necessarily. It's just a relationship. Because we see some of you Aries are going through something with regards to somebody else. So it could either be a lover, could be a friend, it could be a family member. We see there's this happiness, there's been this joy, there's been a lot of messages coming back and forth, there's been some traveling, some opportunities to travel. Some of you could be looking at maybe taking a vacation, maybe even looking at purchasing a car, but something tangible coming towards you. And with this Chariot energy, you see that you've been feeling very assertive with regards to yourself, with where you are in your life and the things that you need to do. There's a sense of power. You've been feeling this. You've been feeling one has to be very mindful of not allowing one's ego to dictate, but there has been this blissfulness in this recent past that some of you have been going through, where you've really felt very empowered. We see there is this warning with regards to a past relationship. Some of you could be having a situation with regards to a past relationship. It could be a relationship that has spanned many decades for some of you. Some of you it's been quite a few years. It could be somebody, it's like a relationship from somebody from the past that maybe didn't end very well, or it's not a very it's something that coming, you have to think very carefully about it coming back into your present moment. There could be, this relationship could bring a lot of family get-togethers, a family reunion as such, where there's this person brings with them a collective. This person brings with them a reunion. This person brings with them family. It brings with them inherited wealth coming together. There seems to be something that is coming together with somebody from your past. However, with this Nine of Wands, there's lots of lessons to have been learned. There's a lot of pain from the past. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of awareness about things that have happened. There could have been some betrayal. Somebody could have been left out. You could have felt left out of the situation. You could have felt very isolated, very alone. Could have been a love situation where maybe a lover from the past chose somebody else over you. Maybe it's an ex relationship. I think this is something to do with an ex for some of you. It could be some of this is, if it speaks to you, it's about an ex relationship. Somebody from who's come back into your space, and it was a relationship where there was a lot of loneliness in this relationship. But right now, with this Libra energy, there could be this renewed relationship. There could be something new that's coming here. What I'm seeing here is that it's almost as though you're feeling as though this is the right time to connect. It's almost as though this is a good time for you to become maybe friends again, or for the relationship to grow and to blossom. So we're seeing this coming through. We see that there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of fulfillment. If you look across at this reading, that there's this joy, this fulfillment, this happiness. It's almost as though you're feeling, once again, I'm using the word empowered, that, you know, things are feeling right in your life. There's a sense of things that are feeling quite right for you. But we also see this forward movement where there has this been this forward movement with a lot of happiness and joy, but there's been a lot of heartache. So we see some of you could be dealing with this, with a lot of heartache with regards to a situation. There could have been a lot of joy. Some of you could have, like I said, had this Chariot person and this Libra person in your space, and there has been the joy from the one and being left out by the other. So there's this energy is coming through here, that there has been these things that have happened. There has been news that has been forthcoming, and there has been these changes that have happened. So I'm going to get a few more, draw another set of cards for some clarity here for us to see what more is the message here for us, Aries, for the last week of July. What does Spirit have to say for Aries in this last week of July? So it's really about letting go and moving on. Some of you, it's just come to my mind right now that some of you could have a situation with regards to children that you might have been very close to, and they have now moved on with their lives, and they most probably have new partners in their lives. And some of you Aries people could be feeling very left out. Want us to be so mindful of creating these situations for ourselves. Okay, we see we've got the Lovers, Gemini energy, beautiful energy. You've got the Moon, Pisces in reverse, and you got the Hanging Man in reverse. You have got the Four of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Strength card upright. So there's a lot that has happened here. Some of you could be dealing with definitely with some kind of a love situation that has not worked out very well for you. They could be dealing with somebody who has been maybe a bit more aggressive than you would have liked to deal with. But here we see there's this joy in a relationship. There's this happiness and this fulfillment in a relationship. Yet there is also, there's this deception when it comes to messages that you are receiving. There could be some illusion, half-truths. There could be things that are not very clear to you. There could be some interference. You need to be very mindful of this, Aries, that there's definitely some level of miscommunication that has happened that's coming through with this Moon energy. We see that with this Chariot energy and the Hanging Man in reverse, that you most probably did not have a very good perspective of things. You may have thought that you knew what was going on, but you weren't feeling very grounded. You weren't feeling very understood about things. And I see that some of you, I mean, this is a very interesting card if you look at it. It's almost as though you were taking a chance. You were bouncing around with ideas. You were caught up in an old way of thinking. You were caught up with, you can see the chains around his foot. You were definitely caught up in your own dance that you created for yourself. And while you may have thought that you were seeing the world from a better perspective, you were chained. You were chained to past preconceived ideas, to past illusions. We see that here. We see with this energy of the Four of Swords in reverse, there's this, instead of wanting to rest and you haven't really had any peace. You feel there's a sense of betrayal with this old relationship, a sense of defensiveness. There's this awareness that this relationship is not just so straightforward. There's complications here. There's complications with regards to the situation from the past. We see that some of you dealing with this rekindling situation with this Ten of Pentacles. There's definitely some drama that has happened with this King of Swords energy looking towards the future. There's definitely some antagonism. There's this antagonistic energy. And this King of Swords is generally Libra energy, Aquarius energy, Gemini energy. And you've got Gemini, you've got Libra, and you've got Aquarius. So some of you could be dealing with these energy people in your space. And there's definitely some form of confrontation that might have happened. In all likelihood, what I'm picking up is the star energy, Aquarius energy, is also in reverse. So there could have been an issue, Aries, that some of you could have had with an Aquarius person. Some kind of drama that has transpired here. So something that has not been very right. And you've got this moon energy here as well. The things most probably didn't work out so good for you. We have, there's this Three of Swords. It's like a sadness, a reunion of sadness almost. There's something that's coming through for you where there's a lot of sadness, and you're looking at this coming together, and it's not a very happy time, a sad time coming towards some of you Aries people. Be very mindful with relationships that are not, making you feel comfortable. We see that some of you may not be wanting to move forward. You may not be wanting to get out of the situation of feeling left out and alone. Some of you might just like staying in this the word that's coming to mind is a vacuum of aloneness. Some of you might just want to be there. Some of you just might want to be left out. And if that is what you want for yourself, you don't want to be part of a collective, then it is your choice, Aries. A lot of you would need to pull upon your strength with this Leo energy and realize that you can allow yourself to be, to feel as though you're being forced to toe the line or to be part of something. But you have the strength and you have the wisdom, and you know what it is that you need to do, and you just need to move forward and know that things are going to come right for you in your life. There's this karmic balance that things are going to work out for you. Oopsie, sorry. There's this camera shaking up a bit here. Sorry about that. Anyway, let us see what more does the Sacred Traveler have to offer you, Aries. Let's see what the Sacred Traveler have to offer you today. It's a very interesting reading for you, Aries. Okay, first card up, miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Now you can expect some miracles in your life, and you just need to stay focused as you're moving forward. Fellow travelers, support is around you. So you could be dealing with situations from the past that's coming into the present. You could be dealing with unresolved issues, unresolved love matters, unresolved matters of the heart. And you need to trust in the fact that there are miracles that are abounding. This is almost like Aladdin with his genie in the bottle, where your wishes can come true, but you need to stay very focused. You need to stay very focused on where it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to achieve. And trust that you're not on this journey alone, this journey of life. There is always support. You don't need to struggle. You don't need to have the strife. You don't need to be doing things by yourself. You don't need to be in that situation. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards here and see what is the message from your grounding message from Starseed Oracles. Beautiful cards. Let's see what the Starseed Oracle have to say for you. Okay. So if any of this is, feel this is relatable, Aries, please remember to subscribe and share the videos. Okay. We are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Family. Some of you could be dealing with family situations, with generational family situations. And it's about knowing that some of you could be dealing with birth families, and being in a mother's role, in being nourishing and allowing that connection of deep love and commitment to flow between yourself and the entire family. Some of you could be the person that holds a family together. So you need to be mindful of yourself in your situation. You need to be mindful of who you are. You need to be that inner child that some of you could be experiencing these situations with needs to be nurtured. And you also need to know that we all need to remember our place in life. This is a very extremely feminine card. It's a card of creation, of birth, of being called to be a mother to yourself first and then to others. It's about just surrendering and, having, just to be held, to be loved, allowing that to happen in your life, Aries. Be the arms that brings comfort and allow yourself to be comforted as well. And even though some of you may be going through struggles and things might be feeling difficult, you remember birthing. Those of you who've ever given birth, you know how difficult that birth process is. But once you have that baby in your arms and you're holding that baby, you forget about the pain and you hold on to the love. So this is what it is. No matter what you're going through right now, Aries, no matter how painful some situations are that you have to face, go through it, knowing that there is a support around you, and be nurturing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading, Aries. Please take care until next time.